Welcome to the Popish plot. I'm Nate.
And I'm Mike. With us again is our special guest star, Santa Claus.
Welcome, Santa. First repeat guest we've ever had. How's it feel?
It's the Feast of St. Nicholas. And so, we thought we'd bring our special friend Santa back to talk about the Santa Claus traditions from around the world. Apparently, Santa Claus isn't called Santa Claus everywhere.
And he's not the same image everywhere. So,
well, some of the differences in Norway, the Santa wears a pointy hat and a jacket, and that kind of looks like the Travelocity gnome.
okay.
Same coloring and everything. I think the Travelocity gnome is actually patterned after Santa. Anyway, in the Netherlands, he totally clothed in white, wears white robes, rides a white horse, and he only brings presents for the good children. The bad stuff for the naughty children comes from Black Peter, who rides a black horse. Okay. Now, in England and France, it's Father Christmas, and here is Santa Claus. And as we said last time, Santa Claus is an anglicized version of Sinterklaas, which is Dutch for Saint Nicholas.
So,
now,
if we use the Dutch word for Santa Claus, that's how we got the name Santa Claus. Where does the American costume come from?
The costume has actually been built up in the English American traditions, little by little. The description of the costume comes from A Night Before Christmas.
It was the night before Christmas and all through the house.
Yep, that's the Americanized title. The original English title is A Visit from St. Nick. Now, in there, they go to great lengths explaining what the costume looks like. It's covered in soot and all that kind of stuff. That's also where we get the name of the reindeer. One changed his name from England, the English version, to the American version.
Okay.
You know which one? Can you name them all?
I know.
Happy test.
I know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
Yeah. And I understand you speak a little German.
Very, very little.
What's Blitzen?
Blitzen was fast.
Lightning.
Lightning, yeah. All right.
Specifically lightning. What's thunder?
That would be Dunder.
Donder, not Donner.
Uh-huh.
Donder and Blitzen, thunder and lightning. So anyway, getting back to it. So in The Night Before Christmas, it goes into about the furs and the hat and the back and the still can smoke the corncob pipe and everything. Actually, didn't say corncobs; it's the stub of the pipe. But there's no reference to color. So for the longest time, different Santa Clauses were different colors. I have seen Santa Claus, even to this day, traditional Santa Claus, in green.
Sure.
I can see that one.
Orange.
Huh.
All right.
He was from Tennessee.
A volunteer Santa Claus.
Yes. Camouflage.
Sure. The better to sneak up on all those houses.
And red, white, and blue. Stripes and stars.
An Uncle Sam Santa Claus mashup.
Right. Which dates back to the Civil War because the North said Santa Claus is on our side.
Would that be Uncle Santa Claus?
But one of the traditions that a lot of people clump together with Santa Claus is actually not a Santa Claus thing at all. And that is Kris Kringle.
Well, no, hang on a second.
And the Yuletide.
Well, just hang on a second there, Santa. I've seen The Miracle on 34th Street, and he very clearly identifies himself as Kris Kringle. That's his legal name.
Yeah.
Which, of course, completely belies the fact that he's supposed to be St. Nicholas of Myra. So who is Kris Kringle?
So you fell into that ever-present trap that so many people do. Hollywood doesn't have it right. They got some good stuff. I saw a wonderful movie the other day about Santa Claus. Kurt Russell, of all people. And there's a lot of good stuff out there. But it's fiction, people. Okay? That's what they sell.
That is their number one stock in trade.
That's right. Kris Kringle is actually, I guess you would call saint. He's a pagan saint of the woods.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you get different you know, the big stag and the antlers and all this kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, a lot of traditional renditions of Kris Kringle show him wearing antlers.
All right, I can see that.
And that goes along with the Yule, which is the season that the pagans worship at around the winter solstice.
Okay. Hence, Yule tide.
Yule tide and Yule log, because they burned the Yule log during the season of Yule, leading up to the Yule tide, which was the peak of their celebration. So when the Christians came to the Germanic peoples and they were trying to befriend them, they said, oh, we have a tradition just like that. We call it Christmas. So Christmas is set on December 25th, not because we know that's when Jesus was born, because we really don't know when Jesus was born, but because we had to have a day someplace. And so they chose that to go against, if you will, the Yule festivals that were in Central and Northern Europe.
And in fairness, if you want to wean somebody off of something that they're very used to, it tends to work very effectively if you give them an alternative to doing what they were already going to do.
Right. And Paul said it, be all things to all people.
Yes.
So that at least some can be saved.
Yep, so at least some can be saved. And so, but we put that together way back when, and it's never really been separated again.
So even though St. Nicholas was a great defender of the faith, there are still these vestiges of paganism that hang on.
Yes. But a lot of celebrations that we think, I mean, Easter eggs, pagan, Christian. You'd have to do a lot of research because I actually don't know.
No, it's not true. It's not your holiday.
Well, but the word Easter is
not what I study, right?
The word Easter is of pagan origin. I do know that.
Yeah. So, and Easter Bunny,
which I have always thought we should eat on Easter. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Roast rabbit.
I like rabbit.
Yeah.
Hassenpfeffer. Anyway, which is peppered rabbit.
I do like pepper.
I do too. Yeah. It wasn't the red coloring, which mine is not entirely traditional. This is my dress up suit.
Well, it's a very handsome color.
It is. Yeah. It looks good on you.
And this is actually the coloration more of Father Christmas.
Ah.
And this is more in the European style. And both this and the hat, which are not pieces together. I forgot my cape. I was going to bring my cape. It's laying on my bed. Anyway.
Maybe next year, folks.
Maybe next year. Were gifts to me by two separate people. And they're both handmade. And I like them very much. But sometimes fine clothing doesn't stand up to lots of children real well.
Ah, yes.
So
children are often why parents can't have nice things.
That's right. So that's why I usually save this for things like today.
You hear that, viewers? You've earned nothing but the best.
Well, no. Anyway.
They didn't have the cape, but
so
some of the best.
But in the traditional color, the red that we're so used to seeing now comes from Coca-Cola.
I can totally see that.
They popularized it with their Coke ads.
It is their red.
Coke ads. Yeah, and it is their red. And even amongst portrayers of Santa Claus, they will refer to different styles in different ways. For instance, this is the European or Father Christmas style. And the red one with a single down the front and that is referred to as the Coke Santa.
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't mean anything about his drug habit.
Or lack thereof.
Santa doesn't do drugs because drugs are stupid. So anyway,
and Santa's very smart, so I can find everybody's house every Christmas.
Yeah.
Definitely expert in that basis. So that's some of the traditions in that around the world. One interesting thing.
We love interesting things.
Santa Claus also helps to bring Christianity to places around the world. For instance, do you know what the largest growing holiday is in Japan?
Christmas?
Christmas.
Ah.
They love Christmas. So every year, regardless of whether they're Shinto or they get a dose of good old-fashioned Jesus in the crash.
Kind of makes me want to go looking for on Google for a Harajuku Santa Claus.
And but yeah, in Santa. Oh, Australia.
Yes. Now, Santa has to be a fairly late arrival in Australia because Christianity didn't come there until about 2 centuries ago.
Yeah, but they like much of everything.
Oh wait,
Hey, wouldn't it be summertime
yeah.
when Christmas occurred?
Yes, and seeing how it is in one of those warm current places, it's pretty warm down there most of the time. They don't have a lot of snow even in the winter, but in the height of summer, it's rather warm. Santa arrives wearing khakis, shorts.
Santa is an eminently practical fellow.
Yes, indeed. Riding rather, a camel, a dromedary.
A single dromedary?
A single. One hump.
Seems,
2 humps would make it a...
It starts with a B.
Yeah.
Bactrian.
Back-train. Camel. Huh. See, they're really smart. You should listen to what they say. How many of you out there knew that 2 humps was a back-train camel?
Well, my parents, when I was younger, got me a subscription to a monthly animal magazine. So every month I would get a new edition that was all focused on one animal. I'm not going to mention the series because they're not a sponsor.
But if they want to pay us,
I wouldn't be opposed to taking their money.
Yeah. Well, my parents used to get National Geographic, but me,
Oh,
I had my own subscription
nice.
all right.
of Scientific American.
Ooh.
Yep.
For the tinkerer. Sure. So, Santa Claus visits children all around the world.
That's right.
But all around the world, they perceive him somewhat differently.
That's right. Costume changes are a real hassle.
Sure. Because after all, Jesus is for all people.
For all people.
Therefore, those of us who want to bring Jesus to all people need to meet those people wherever they are.
Wherever they're at. It's like the Pope said. They're not going to come into your church. You have to go out and meet them where they are.
Yep.
Open the doors and get out. Of course, he said it very peacefully.
There was a great serenity to
Yes,
his
serenity. That's the word.
So we hope you've enjoyed this installment of the Popish plot.
I'm a big fan of Pope Francis.
Sure.
We're all a big fan of Frankie around here. Remember to go down below, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notified when new episodes come out.
Like this episode.
Like this episode because everybody likes Santa Claus.
And comment below about your favorite tradition for St. Nicholas Day. Do you put your shoes out? Do you not know what it means to put your shoes out?
Yeah. And until next time, remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
Share that love.